Nessa Girl, you know I'm still down here in Miami, right? So I've been having a lot of conversations with Miami people about love and hip hop. And quite frankly, a lot of Miami residents are not happy with the show. All up and down my timeline, I was just seeing a lot of negative reviews, so on and so forth. But then when I tried to get down to the bottom of what a lot of people were mad about, I've come to realize something. I think a lot of people from Miami who are scrutinizing the show don't understand that you cannot make a nationally syndicated show about local homegrown shit. Don't nobody care about rap beefs between rappers that don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was talking about, oh, listen. If I said to you right now, oh, bitch, Trina got in an argument with Barbara Wilson, you would be like, who the fuck is Barbara Wilson? Like, who? Why do I care? So listen, I use that example to say this. Everybody from Kansas City, open like a Hollywood, we might know who Barbara Wilson is. She popular. She was the mutt from the West. But bitch, if you go 3 counties up, you can't sell the story. Nobody cares. Now don't get me wrong, it's a lot of local rappers here that do very well that I like. A lot of music that we know in Miami, but the world as a whole really don't give a fuck. And see, here is what Miami's problem, in my opinion, has always been when it comes to arts and entertainment with Miami people. It's been marketing. And what we refuse to believe as Miami people, don't get me wrong, our art, our music, our everything is the shit. We got a flavor that can't be motherfucking duplicated anywhere else in this world. But we gotta understand, the whole world don't always want our product. And that's proof in the fact that you got 2 Live Crew, Uncle Al, bass music and all that stuff. They not playing that in Wisconsin. They not playing it in California. They not playing it in Oklahoma. They not playing it in Texas. They not playing it in New Orleans. The same way New Orleans got bounce music. I hate that shit. They not playing that shit in Miami. Hell, they ain't half playing it in Atlanta where I stay. They not playing the shit in New York. Now, New York and West Coast are 2 places that their music kind of get played all across the U.S. But you got to understand, all that shit they playing on Love in New York, all that underground shit, these motherfuckers driving Bentleys and shit. I'm sitting here saying, well, only New York people must be supporting y'all because that music don't sound good to me. Miami is no exempt. We love this shit. Now, don't get me wrong, Ball Greasy, Nice and Slow is getting some national traction right now. But, like, what about Ball Greasy Sean? I'm telling y'all, they not playing that in other places. Jackie O was not getting played like that all over the place. Only South Florida people, South Georgia people really know about it. So I say all that to say, when you put in a show together, you can't just keep local people in mind. You have to have a global approach. I'm with you. When they said Trick was over the bridge, I was like, bitch, where the fuck he at? Who the fuck play dominoes on picnic tables at restaurants? Quiet as it's kept, the nigga looked like he was at Olita Park. And I'm just like, you know what, this is a little unnatural, but what the fuck was they really gonna do? Take the cameras around Auntie Barbara's house? I mean, quiet as it's kept, yeah, niggas do play dominoes in the yard or at a little chicken shack or the rib shack, or better yet, what the fuck they should have did was went to the green store or went to, you know what I'm saying, went to a corner store in the hood and sat outside. But what we gotta understand too about this ain't a documentary, this is a show. It's permits involved, safety involved, lighting involved. So just because everything don't look the way it would look from the lens of a Miami resident, don't mean it's straight up garbage. Now on to the Latin shit. Let me break that down real quick. Let's not get it twisted. Black Miami residents already feel some kind of way about Cubans. The attitude and the mentality is that these Cubans and these Spanish people is coming down here and taking over, and we can't get no jobs and can't find no place to stay. And I'm not going to make a judgment on that one way or another. You entitled to feel that. But I think that has kind of spilled over, and people thinking, why they playing this Latin shit? Why they playing this Spanish shit? going back to a global approach. Black people are not the only people in the world. Everybody don't want to see us. And quite frankly, Miami is a hell of a lot bigger than Overtown, Liberty City, Kansas City, Opelika. Y'all got a little bit of money now, got a good job at the post office, so Pembroke Pines and Miramar. We still only talking about a radius this big. Miami is so much bigger than that. So the same way some of us complaining about, oh, it ain't representing the real Miami, it ain't representing the hood right. It's other hoods that gotta be represented. I mean, shit, bitch, I don't live here all my motherfucking life. I don't know shit about how I live. Okay, but I know that shit exists. I don't know shit about Love Havana, but I know that shit is, bitch, I'm from Miami, Kansas City. I don't even know where the fuck Ghouls and Parade is at. I just found out where Richmond Heights was like about 2 years ago, where Tamara G and Big Boy was from. So let's not get it twisted. And quiet as it's kept, half y'all hoes that's on here complaining about what they showing and what they ain't showing. How the fuck would you know? Because half y'all hoes ain't even been to Disney World. Half y'all hoes ain't only been as far north as Joe Robbie Stadium and as far south as the damn Orange Bowl. So it's like, step outside your own shoes for a minute and let these people build this thing up. Let me tell you something, and mark my MFing words. Miami is on the verge of something. Something is coming with TV and music in Miami, and this is just the beginning, because they don't tried this shit before and it didn't work. And it's not that it didn't work or it couldn't work, the timing wasn't right. The foundation has now been laid. We got to get this one off the ground to prove that Miami is profitable, and other shows and other ventures gonna come here. Mark my words. I don't find it a coincidence that I'm down here right now on break on a one-way ticket and shit is just really popping off all over the place. So everybody who out there, you know, listen. Just cause back in 97 your cousin had 100 mixed CDs in her car that she got made at the flea market and was passing them out, don't mean you love hip-hop material. Just cause your cousin stripped and you know her personal drama, don't mean she love hip-hop material. And just cause people pop off in the streets and they pop off around the hood, don't mean when the cameras and the lights come on, they gonna be any good. It is so many factors that go into making television. Let me tell you something. That Louder and Laddie shit, that shit was funny as fuck. It was funny as fuck locally. Now don't get me wrong, bitch. The whole world was laughing when they jumped that girl down to the Section 8 office. But you think about it. Take the names out the picture and change them names to Teresa and Monica and put their ass in Milwaukee. You really wouldn't give a fuck. So I'm just saying this to say this. Be mad, be mindful, critique them, feel what you want to feel. But you gotta be objective enough to step outside your own shoes and realize it ain't just about what you and your homegirls gonna like or what you and the people in your neighborhood gonna like. It's about what can we sell globally so advertisers will tune in. You can't alienate nobody, so they got to have the Spanish bitch on there. Quiet as it's kept, Miami is so big and it is called the financial hub of Latin America because Latin America is a huge money market. You got to have the Spanish on here if you trying to get the dollars. Why you just want the dollars from Nike and Reebok, bitch? We want Telemundo dollars too. Yes, honey. Vape the doors, honey. However the fuck. We need all that, so y'all just give it a little rest. Now here's what the fuck, let's get into the nitty gritty. If y'all hoes think one time that Trina about to get on here and tell her motherfucking business, y'all got another thing coming. They don't prop Trina up with all these other cast of characters around her, and that's gonna be Trina's situation. That's gonna be Trina real tea. I mean, that's gonna be Trina little fake tea, and the real tea gonna come from the punks that's around her. Everybody in Miami know Trick and Joy been stopped fucking with each other years ago. Quiet as it's kept, from what I heard, they say Joy fucking around with Willis McGahee. But shit, who ain't fucking around with Willis McGahee? None of that, that ain't none of my business. Shouts out to Willis, because Willis used to go with my best friend. Me and Willis used to kick it back in the day. I ain't gonna say her name at her house. He know who I'm talking about. Shit, he was kicking it with Candy. Listen, I ain't finna even, Listen, I ain't even really think I'm gonna critique the love and hip hop too much, cause I know way too many people bit this from down here, either firsthand or through my homegirls, that it ain't even gonna be fair the way I'm gonna have to go in on some of these people with their true tea. So I think I'm gonna just skirt around the edges with Love and Hip Hop Miami, unless y'all really want me to go in and let have. But nonetheless, don't expect no true tea from the true Miami artists. Love and Hip Hop Miami is really gonna be a show for the motherfuckers who need second chances and the up and coming motherfuckers who ain't got shit to lose, who trying to get the fuck up at Miami. I'm telling you, mark my words. Mona them ain't paid me for this. Let me put that out there, because I know I'm in defense of it and I'm saying some stuff that's inconsistent with what Miami people think. But because I'm in media and I've been doing this shit for as long as I am, and I'm close with production, people on cast, I'm just trying to provide an alternative perspective. I'm not saying you gotta agree with me. I'm just trying to open your eyes to some things you might not be considering. Anyway, bitch, they told me the Bahamian Pot on 79th Street and 7 is closed. I'm mad as fuck. So I'm finna go get me a pork chop sandwich from Miracles, girl, and I'll call you later. Bad.